without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of.
Universe, if I have a fat ass, give me a sign. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
My heart is like going a trillion miles an hour. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at his face. Oh my gosh.
One thing you should know about me is... Gay.
What's wrong? Did someone post a video about how they don't know something about cars? They did. You should comment. You are what is wrong with this country. Good, good, normal.
One thing about Sprout is in his crate, he has a very comfy bed he loves. And if you look carefully, you will find, his emotional support Oreo wrapper. He will not give it up.
Has this ever happened to you?
Watch out!
Thanks, friend.
Hike with a friend!
Crows have such a funny combination of neophobia and curiosity. Half of their brain says, but what if I can eat it? And the other half says, but what if it eats me? When they're in doubt, they'll typically look to other members of their flock to see if something's dangerous or not.
So my horse Squidward is a beautiful, perfect angel, and every day at about 10:30 she likes to plop down for her morning nap, which is very cute, but unfortunately she does look dead during these naps sometimes, and it wigs the neighbors out. So we've come to call it carcass time. And sometimes the other horses get in on it, and then it becomes a group carcass time, but sometimes it's just Squid.
Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. It's getting hot in here. So hot. Get the hell out of this club. Get the hell out of this club. Get the fuck out of the club. It's getting late. Burn that mother down. Get the fuck out of the club.
Bitch! I'm not talking about burning down a building!
Burn that mother down.
Welcome again to the 60-second dungeon. I call upon thee, Barbara. You walk through a misty forest. A half-orc runs to you with an egg.
I take it and I crack it.
Roll for animal handling.
19.
A baby dragon comes out. It goes, mama, mama. And then a real dragon approaches.
I throw the baby at the dragon and run away.
Roll for dexterity.
4.
You don't get very far. The dragon catches up to you and lights you on fire. Thank you for joining us for 60-second dungeon.
Happy Pride Month! I'm bisexual and I'm celebrating. How am I celebrating? I hired a straight guy to follow me around and blow bubbles for the entire month of June. It's only day 2. He's doing great. How much am I paying him? Nothing. It's Pride Month. Be an ally. More. More. Craig!
Sun's up, it's a little after 12. Make breakfast for myself, leave the work for someone else. People say, they say that it's just a phase. They tell me to act my age. Well, I am on this perfect day. Nothing standing in my way.
It looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
So good.
Okay, well, thanks.
Are you gonna finish all that?
Yeah, probably.
Can I have a bite?
Okay. Can I see your manager? Jack, come over here.
What's the problem? Hey, is that chicken Alfredo? Can I have a bite?
No, what is wrong with you people?
Give us a bite. Give us a bite. Give us a bite. Give us a bite. Give.
Okay.
Because trees are not a taxonomic group, every botanist, every dendrologist seems to have their own definition of what a tree is. Some say it's any woody growth more than 12 feet, some 15 feet, some 20 feet. Some people say it's any plant large enough for a child to sit under. Some go so far as to say that trees simply do not exist. I disagree with all of this. Here's my simple definition for what a tree is. Anything with growth rings. For me, a tree is anything that has its story written in the rings of its past. So consider the following. Palm trees don't have growth rings, so is a palm tree a tree? No. Redwoods have growth rings. Is a redwood a tree? Yes. Clams have growth rings. Is a clam a tree? Yes. Harry Styles seems to gain a new ring every year. Is he a tree? Harry Styles is a tree. Yeah. The ginkgo has growth rings. Is a
This nigga is a fucking thug. Anubis, they gonna fuck you up. Don't do it. Don't do it, son. Don't do it. Anubis, no. Leave the turkey. Anubis. Fucking thug. Anubis, no. Leave the turkey alone. Son, you so hard-headed. Anubis, leave them alone. Let them go on their motherfucking way for your ass to get fucked off. You such a fucking thug. You a thug. Nah, ain't no man. They gonna fuck you up. I'm not doing another veterinarian trip because you trying to be a thug to the goddamn turkeys now. Chill the fuck out to the porch.
Who wants to help me find the Bible link? You ready? Let's go.
There it is. Uh-oh, there's two of them. There's a few of them. Oh my God, y'all, there it is.
Let's go. Let's go. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it.
If you saw this in the sky, what would you do? When pilots first started reporting these bright shapes in the sky that look like tentacles, people thought they were crazy. That is until 1989 when they were finally caught on film. And as much as I wish they were aliens coming to take me to space, They're not. They're called sprites, and it's essentially powerful lightning that happens high above thunderstorm clouds. And I mean really high. These are regular thunderstorms, and sprites are 30 to 60 miles above Earth's surface. Basically, about 95% of lightning is when a negative charge is transferred from a cloud to the ground, but a positive charge builds up at the top of those clouds. So sprites are triggered by the discharging of positive lightning from the clouds beneath them. And they're red because they excite nitrogen in the Earth's atmosphere, but sometimes they're blue. They're blue when we see them on Jupiter, where there's a mostly hydrogen atmosphere. Seeing crazy blue lightning on Jupiter, new bucket list item.
So, has anybody else seen this Tumblr post about mixing cranberry Mike's Harder and cucumber lime Gatorade? Ever since I first read this, I've been so insanely curious as to what unidentified error tastes like. So I got it. I got the ingredients at a gas station today. Half Gatorade. Wow, it smells very cucumbery. Half Mike's Harder. Wow, it's really hard to pour and talk at the same time. It looks like the juice that runs off of raw meat. Okay, moment of truth. What? This is truly incomprehensible.
Brennan, an old-timey prospector who's getting into cryptocurrency.
Hey, you listen here. I may have lost part of my brain in a Wolverine attack, but I know one thing and one thing for sure, and that is the blockchain is the future of currency. You think, fiat currency, you want state-backed dollars? What could be better than a completely unaccountable system of absolute strangers and con artists assembled together in a bizarre crypto-fascist commune? We already know that these currencies are being used to fund neo-Nazi and far-right organizations. If you're legitimately considering using these things, there's something fucking wrong with you.
I'm gonna cut you off before this becomes
fucking
this
wrong
is gonna
with
become.
you.
Where's the whoa.
Where's the prospector?
Sandstorm Radio Edit by Darude on Amazon Music.
You gotta wait for the music. Yeah. Do you like this song? One of your favorites? I mean, you're closing up on me. It's okay.
The bird of the week this week is the red-eyed vireo. This stocky vireo has a long head, a thick neck, and a strong beak with a small hook at the tip. It's olive green on top and white underneath. It has a gray crown and a white eyebrow with a dark border. Adults have red eyes. They winter in the Amazon basin and summer in North America. Red-eyed vireos forage high in the trees and can be tough to see. Their non-stop singing makes them easier to find once you know their song. It's a series of short phrases that end in down slurs or upswings. It sounds like the bird's asking a question and then answering it over and over and over. A single red-eyed vireo can sing its song more than 20,000 times in one day. Tune in next week for another
I'm doing some research for another video of mine where I'm trying to figure out how many whales you'd have to stack across the entire continental United States, as one does. And I've found out that this humpback whale can be up to 52.8 feet long in length. I mean, I guess that's what long means. This is obviously interesting to me because 1 mile being 5,280 feet can now be expressed in terms of whales really easily. 5,280 feet per 1 mile times 1 whale per 52.8 feet times 3,000 miles per America, and that gives us a scale factor of 300,000 whales per America. Now, 300,000 is a big number, so I think it probably makes more sense to talk about 300 killer whales of humpback whales. You would need 300 killer whales of humpback whales to get yourself all the way across the continental United States.
I think we just need to appreciate how fun Gen Z and millennial culture is. This popular rapper, during a concert, brings out the Wiggles as a surprise guest, and the guests freaking lose it. And then they all start singing Fruit Salad, a song made for literal babies, and just freaking vibe. A mainstream artist brings out a children's television icon by surprise in front of thousands of people to sing songs that they haven't heard since they were like 7. And everyone just goes with it and has a good time. Could you imagine any other generation doing that and it going well? Moon. Now, y'all put your hands together for Kermit the Frog! It's time to start! Alright everyone, put your hands together for Mr. Rogers! Detroit, put your hands together for motherfucking Elmo! Rondo is a rock! Sonny!
The crystals I'm going to be growing in this video are nothing like I've ever created on this channel before. I decided to pour the molten bismuth into this bowl to see how the crystal growth would differ. And for those that are new, this is bismuth. It's a very dense metal with a very low melting point, and it crystallizes when it cools. I also tried putting copper wires on the surface while cooling to see if the crystals would grow off them. And after letting it cool, it's time to pour and see what crystals we've grown. And the big reveal. It's an absolutely beautiful geode full of pillars. I've never seen so many. And even broken apart, it's just as beautiful. These pieces are absolutely beautiful. This cluster of crystals looks almost like a cityscape. And in natural light, you can really see the colors stick out. What an amazing work of science. And I have some pretty fun plans for all these little pillars. Thank you so much for watching.
Hey there, what's up? Oh my God, you're a volunteer. Thank you. Happy Pride. Thank you so much. Please take a hat. No, I know, they weren't my first choice either, or second, but all the volunteers have to wear them. Anyway, we need help at 3 separate locations. Plato's is having an out of the closet activation, and they need someone to work the register. Basically, all you have to do is tell people you wouldn't pay $5 for their Pride outfit. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's very demeaning and rude. I don't know why we keep inviting them back. But anywho, you could also be on lube cleanup duty. I need you to take this mop and go to the South Squirt stage. But now that I'm thinking about it, that might be an uphill battle. So if you want to take some wood chips and sawdust and evenly coat the stairs and ramp leading up to the stage, I think most of our performers would really appreciate that. Or we do need someone working club and ball rentals for the hole-in-one game. Do you have any experience with golf or butt stuff? Hello? Hello, who's this? This is a clothesline. Hello? How do I feel about kink at Pride? It's every year with you people. How did you get this number? Where are you? No. Let's meet up. I'll tell you how I feel about kink at Pride. Just tell me where you are. Where are you?
Alright, this is a list of 5 characters that I believe would be strong disability allies. As always, let me know what you think, and let me know who I missed. Starting off with number 1 here, we got the dragon from Shrek 2. She just gives off extremely loving energy, and I feel like she would be there for me no matter what. Number 2, we got Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Once again, I'm going off of straight vibes here. I just feel like he kind of gets it, you know? He gets the experience. Number 3, we got Megan from iCarly. I feel like she would just be overall pretty cool. She would be my friend. She would be absolutely appalled at the barriers put in place against disabled people. For the record, Carly from iCarly, she would be ableist. Number 4, I'm going to include them as one unit. We have Phineas and Ferb. They would have no problem helping me get done whatever I need to get done, and it would be quite the adventure doing it. Rounding out our list at number 5, we have the dog from Up. This one's pretty self-explanatory. If he was my service dog, he would have a blast doing it, and it would be a fun time for everybody involved.
Welcome to Does Being Attracted to This Character Make You a Furry? Let's find out. Robin Hood, obviously, that is textbook furry. Same thing with Maid Marian, like you are a furry, but you're not super weird. Balto, you are super weird. What the fuck even? If you had a crush on Max or Roxanne, you are pushing it. You are right on the fucking line. Rouge the Bat, yes, but they do draw her with just straight up human boobs and body. Like if her head was a little bit smaller, she would just look like some chick in a mask. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out! I'm not saying she's hot. I'm just saying that something about this fish does not look like animal-y. Maybe it's the hair, I don't know. It's like uncanny furry valley, you know what I mean? Someone knows what I mean. Every dude who likes Lola Bunny, you are a furry. When are we gonna acknowledge this? I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm just saying she has a bunny-ass face and no one ever talks about that. And before anyone says, oh, but Munchie, you're a furry because you like Chitara. No, I'm not! Chitara's literally just a fucking hot yellow woman. 2000s Chitara just looks like some bitch at a rave. And she's the hottest character of all time. Of all time! I am not a furry for liking Chitara. I'm a furry for liking Kitty Catwell.
I love the Jurassic Park movies, but those people have no idea how to run a dinosaur lab. If I was in charge, here are the 3 major things I would do differently. Starting with the DNA. I love B.D. Wong as much as the next guy, but he was way out of line when he repeatedly used random lizard and amphibian DNA to fill in the dinosaur genome. My Jurassic lab would exclusively be using crocodile DNA, and here's why. Now first, as you can see on this evolutionary tree, crocodiles are more closely related to dinosaurs and birds than snakes and lizards are, so it just seems like a better fit for the DNA. But more importantly, there's something in nature called parthenogenesis where animals can reproduce on their own, and obviously this causes problems in the Jurassic universe. This phenomenon has never been observed in crocodiles, so their DNA seems like a very safe bet. Alright, second up, I am not using any ADA compliant hardware in my lab buildings. The ADA is a set of laws designed to make the world more accessible for disabled people. I am disabled, I benefit from ADA measures. However, in this scenario, accessible also means accessible by Raptor, and so can't take the risk. Round knobs only. Finally, and most importantly, I am unionizing all of my employees. Jurassic Park has way too much at stake for me to worry about unhappy employees. That's how you get the Dennis Nedrys of the world. So, a strong union is simply the only answer. Let me know what you think, and if there are any billionaires who want to fund this, please reach out.
Let's continue our Eating Trees series by taking some of these spruce tips that we gathered yesterday and making some syrup.
Let's start with the slower method, in which we take equal parts tips and turbinado sugar and just add them to a mason jar. Now these are Douglas fir tips, which I haven't actually tried making syrup out of yet, so this is going to be a new adventure for me.
So that was about 10 days ago, and as you can see, those needles really sank. It smells so good. And this is a jar of spruce tip syrup that I started about 3 weeks ago, so you can see there's a lot more liquid here. We're gonna need to give these a few more weeks, so what if you want spruce syrup right now? Good news is there are other options for you. Oh, that's good.
Take a portion of sugar, about equal in volume to your batch of tips, and add it to a pot. Then add equal part water and bring to a low simmer. When the sugar's dissolved, add your tips and let it continue to simmer, really anywhere from 10 minutes to a couple of hours if you want a really thick and rich, darker syrup. I let this batch go for about 20 to 25 minutes. And once you're done, strain them out and keep those spruce tips because you can actually candy them. And now you're ready to bottle.
So there you have it, spruce tip syrup done slow and done fast. Don't worry, we'll check in on this when it's all done. You're still getting some really nice flavor out of this. You can use this in all sorts of dessert applications, drizzle on top of some stuff. You can put it in a coffee or a nice cocktail. And this is just like one in a billion things we can make with spruce tips. So we'll be back real soon.
Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Will It Swaddle. I have a little baby chickie here that was the only one of her family to hatch. So she's all by herself and she's a little too young to put with the toddler chickens.
and she just keeps seeking comfort. Like every time I put her on my chest, she's like trying to nuzzle up underneath my chin. So I wonder if I might be able to swaddle her and make her feel a little bit more secure. She keeps trying to like bury herself underneath my chin. When I had her under the heat lamp, she was just screaming. So I really think she'll like to be swaddled. Let's try it. I have this eyeglass cleaner thing. We'll try to see if we can swaddle her in that.
What? I found a star. No, that's really groundbreaking. No, it like a star. What does that mean? Can you just come look? Okay. Whoa, what the hell? Right? Are you thinking what I'm thinking here? I mean, I think I am. These are the kinds of moments that like define lifetimes. Okay, I'm drafting an email to the department head. Dear Dr. Samuels, my colleague and I have made a discovery that requires your immediate attention. Oh, Robbie, come on, no, this was all you. No, I want to. We're doing this together. No, Robbie, I don't say it enough. You're all right. Flatter me. Do you want to try taking the next section? Yeah. Okay. Naturally, our initial conclusion is that an alien species has disguised itself as one of the atmospheric objects most familiar to humans, the star, in order to spy on us from a comfortable distance. How's that? Stop me if you want to change anything. No, that's good. We believe our new neighbors mistakenly used our 5-pointed visual shorthand for star as a model for their cover, rather than an image of an actual star. We recommend swift and serious attention to what we humbly propose be named... How about BNR's Crazy Star? Yes. Love, Robbie and Bridget. Is love too familiar for an email to a supervisor, do you think? There's no time for edits. Okay, send it. Send. Do you want to look at each other from either side of the telescope so one of us is tiny and one giant? I think that email we just sent is going to have to be bumped to your second best idea of the day. Okay, I call little side. Oh no. What's that? Hey, Robbie? Is there a sticker? We're going to have to resign. Yeah, we're probably going to have to resign.